Hello everyone and welcome to our Haunted Cemetery Spooky Town display. The first one we're going to take a look at is actually Rip, long time no see. You can hear him shaking and he's coming out of his grave with a beautiful bright green light that is actually very bright because it's reflecting over there on the walls. Scattered throughout our display are headstones, and then we actually come to our first Department 56 piece, which is this skeleton going to the bathroom in an outhouse. And what's cool about this one is the tree actually grows through the outhouse. So if you look really closely, you can see that tree behind him. And there's actually a really awesome orange pumpkin right there that I'm kind of first noticing. And then we come to the monster hunting supplies with Sasquatch. This is for all your monsters who need to hunt the humans that are haunting their cemetery. It's actually beautifully green and has a nice little monster skull for on top of the doorway. And then you can actually see different types of garlic and even a little what looks to be a club and some rope. It doesn't make any noise, but it is lit nicely, and I believe those are up on top of that is some rockets of sorts, or maybe some TNT. That's actually really cool. And if you look on the side, there's these little canisters of noxious gas. And then here we're going to take a look at this beautiful kitty cat, which I thought was it's a witch's hat if it comes into focus, but it's a cat right on that headstone. And then we have the gravekeeper. Look at him with his shovel, and there's actually some what looks to be a foot hanging out of the bottom of his bag. He's just moving parts around. Probably why some of these zombies are missing arms and stuff. And then our first human in the display climbing a steeple. Looks like there's rats all around him. Rats. And then a zombie emerging from his coffin with a shovel next to him. So maybe the gravekeeper saw this human. Ooh, look, that rat's coming to get him. Yeah, I'd be scared too, man, if that rat was after me. And then moving on, we have actually this headstone right here, which is really cool. She cast her last spell. Has a broomstick as well as shoes and a hat. And now we're entering the crypts. A nice little crypt with this man sunbathing, probably on it's a nice full moon night. He has what looks to be a skeleton bird out with him. So maybe he's feeding the birds, enjoying the nice full moon under a spookily lit crypt. Oh, and then look at this headstone right here. This one's one with a bunch of cats as well. Like 2 or 3 of them if I take a look. Yeah. And then Happy Halloween. This person's celebrating Halloween. And you can see them decorating with the cat emerging from the doorway with some ghosts right next to them and some actually beautifully colored pumpkins. And then another headstone. Moving on, we have the gardener of the group, which she looks to be growing some man-eating plants and some vines growing up the wall. Another wonderfully lit. They are patching. If you notice, some of these pieces, the skeletons are going up. I'm not sure if they're patching the roofs or just trying to make their places look more haunted than they actually are. And then going down a bit further, we have a skeleton who's being chased by some dogs. Do you think skeleton dogs crave bones? I'm not sure. Maybe they crave flesh. And then there's some pumpkins scattered about him as well. But he's trying to get away from those 3 dogs. Or they're really just tired of these crows. Maybe these crows are talking some nonsense. But if you look around this display, you're seeing all types of green fake moss. And then you'll see some more headstones scattered around as well. Look at all those headstones. They're all kind of uniquely decorated. This one's a pumpkin. I wonder what that pumpkin one says, if I can find it. Oh, my eyes are terrible. If you can read it, pause it, you can read it, and then we come up to Crypt, Sweet Crypt. This one has a nice orange light with some pumpkins, and it was recently for sale, but now it's sold. There's a wreath on the outside that says welcome, and there's an RIP headstone in front. But that pumpkin, it's not colored as brightly. It's more of a, I don't know, desaturated color, but it's absolutely an absolutely gorgeous piece. Moving on, we have a busker. Look at him. I like him. He's playing the violin next to the zombie crossing because we're entering zombie territory. These guys are emerging from the ground. You know what? Emerging from the ground. And take a look at this guy right here. See you soon. He's a Grim Reaper. He's ready and eager to pull you into the grave. And these guys all heading off to a graveyard party, I imagine. And then over on the left, we have some moose antlers. Look at those bad boys. And then this guy up top, I'm not sure what he's doing, to be completely honest. I'm not sure if he's trying to make his sign more crooked or less crooked, or maybe he's sorting out these bones that are across his roof. How those bones got there, not quite sure. But if we come down, this one's actually beautifully lit as well. Some nice little purples, a purple guy coming up to Shivering Pines to see what's going on. And then along the bottom, there's actually some zombies emerging from the ground. So maybe there's a party going on in here. You have a red and a blue one. This blue one looks to be coming out from under the house. Not quite sure if that's a place I want to sleep, but it depends on how often they party. Some more tombstones all scattered throughout. Nice, beautiful orange tree. And then we have this guy. Oh, a little further over. Take a look at him. He's a pumpkin fiend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumpkins. Keep out. He's sitting on his porch with an axe and 2 skulls. He has a lantern. I guess that lantern doesn't light up. It would be really cool if it did. He wants you to stay off his grass, so maybe he's not a big fan of that garden lady. Who knows? Probably tired of her mowing it. And then this bucket right here along with a pet rat. If we can take a look at that. Take a look at that pet rat right there. Yeah. All the way up top. We're going to back up so you can see that full house in the image. Obviously extra spooky for everyone. And then we have our 4 buskers. Look at these guys. Quattro, pulling them out of the dirt. Look at those guys. They're all playing their saxophones. They're ready for a party. Then Sasquatch crossing. And then here we have our graveyard party, the centerpiece of our entire display. I guess the edge piece. But all the zombies and skeletons are working their way down here to take a look at this disco ball while the zombies chase each other and pop out. Look at this guy, he's popping out. If you come over to the side, you can see, look at that, he's popping out and all these zombies chasing each other into the mausoleum around where they exit the mausoleum over here. There's a nice little disco ball. They're waking this guy up in the middle. He's like, why are all these people dancing around me? I knew I shouldn't have been planted here. And this one actually makes quite a bit of noise. Doot, 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 doot. Listen to that. Nice little graveyard party. They spin around him. He pops up. He's like, oh my God, guys. Was I invited? He was, because he's all dressed up. Turn that back down. And then as we exit the graveyard party, we come to some more people partying on the outside. We know how those people are always trying to escape the party to find a nice little place to relax. Another target tree, and then this guy right here, we pan over a little bit. He's holding 2 beautiful globes. Shining bright like a diamond. And all these people over here just trying to escape, probably trying to lay the moves onto those fine zombie women. And then we're just going to do a full pan front all the way over of everything that's going on in this party. Skeletons running away, zombies dancing, gardeners gardening, monsters hunting humans. And then this guy waking up. They're waking him up, trying to walk him down to the graveyard party. And that right there is the haunted mantle of spooky towns. I'm not going to be able to get the full thing in this shot.